All right, good morning. A few of you guys have asked for help with the last couple of questions of the Clever.com, the angles assignment, the angles assessment. So real quick, for extra review, I'm gonna go over how you would solve numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12. Once again, it's not actually number 9 on the assignment, so I pick and choose a lot of questions from the question bank. And so number 9 on the actual assessment that you guys take on Clever.com is technically number 25 in the word bank. So really just disregard the exercise 25, exercise 26 and everything. So with the assignment that you have, this is number 9. And same thing with 10, 11, and 12. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna go through pretty fast, just so you guys know how to do it. You can pause it and then rewatch it if you want, so I don't want to spend too much time. So basically, number 9, it tells us that angle ABC, so the big angle right there is 95 degrees. So we know that that big angle is 95 degrees. So that tells us that these two smaller angles right here, if we add them together, it does equal 95. Right? So this is just a algebraic expression that we want to set up. So the smaller angle is 2x plus 23. It's not a specific number, but just a quantity, but that's totally fine. 2x plus 23. And then we're going to literally add it to the other angle, which is 9x minus 5. Well, if we add these two angles together, how much does it equal again? Oh yeah, 95, because that's how much the big angle is. Right, equals 95. Now this is where it looks just like we've been doing all year since August. All right, we're going to combine like terms. There's no parentheses, so no distributive property, but we are going to combine like terms. 2x plus 9x is 11x. 23 minus 5, well that's 18, a positive 18, so we're going to put plus, equals 95. Cool. 11x plus 18 equals 95. All right, we're going to simplify some more. We want all the variables on one side, the regular numbers on the other. So the only thing that is blaring out is that positive 18 that we need to literally get rid of, move it over to the other side. So we're going to subtract it, right? And we can do that because we're doing the same thing to the other side. Oh, sweet, look. All right, that is 77. Drop down the 11x. Very last step. Divide by 11. All right, x equals 7. Now, that is not our final answer, because look, we need to find the angle measures, all right? But now that we know what x equals, if x equals 7, now we can plug it in to the variables right there and then solve and get an actual measure, all right? So let's do this. 7 for x. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 23, well, now we're going to add those together, and that's 37. So ABD is 37 degrees. And then DBC, okay, well, let's just do the same thing. 7 times 9 is 63. What is 63 minus 5? And that is 58. There you go, just like that. We found the two smaller angle measures because we set up an algebraic equation using the expressions and knowing that the full angle was equal to 95 degrees. This is number 10 on the assignment. All right, so find measure x, y, w, and w, y, z. Okay, so once again, same exact thing. We want to solve for these smaller angles. And it kind of got cut off right there. I believe it's, what is that, 117? All right, I'm hoping that's 117 because otherwise this might be wrong. But it's the same process as the previous question. We're going to add the two smaller angles together, right? Now we have to be careful here. We have 6x plus 44. The next one is negative 10x plus 65. So we're going to technically still add these together, but there's a negative 10x plus 65. All right, equals 117. It should be 117. All right, same exact process. We're adding the two smaller expressions together because we know that they equal 117. That's kind of cut off right there. All right, same thing, combine like terms. 6x minus 10x. Don't be confused with that plus. All right, that plus a negative is the same exact thing as just minus. Technically, that plus sign can just get canceled out because of that minus sign right there. All right. 6x minus 10x is negative 4x. 44 plus 65, there's other like terms right there because we already combined those. 44 plus 65 is 109. 117. Okay. All right. Just like previous question, we want all the variables on one side, numbers on the other. We got to get rid of this positive 109. We are going to subtract 109. Big old number. That's gone. Now we got to do it to the other side, minus 109. Oh, look. Drop down the negative 4x. 117 minus 109 is positive 8. Divide by 4. Negative 4 divided by negative 4. X equals negative 2. Is that our final answer? No. And it's okay if we get that a negative, right? These angle measures are going to be positive. It's okay if we have a variable that's a negative. We're just going to plug it in and see what we get still. Plug in negative 2 for x. So here we go to the 6x right there. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Negative 12 plus 44, which is the same thing as 44 minus 12, is 32. So XYW is 32 degrees. All right? Same thing for WYX. Plug in the negative 2 into that x right there. Negative 2 times negative 10. We got to be careful. Two negatives make a positive. So that's 20 plus 65 is 85. Boom. Just like that. All right. The last two are set up the same exact way. All right. So I'm going to end on those two. So I gave you the answers for number 9 and 10. I want you guys to try 11 and 12 on your own without me giving you guys the answers. All right. The biggest thing here is that, look, it's not giving us a specific number. What the heck? We know LMN is a straight angle. We want to find the measures of the two smaller angles, but how does that work? What is it equal to? And that's where knowledge of a straight angle comes in. A straight angle always equals 180 degrees. Straight line right here. So same exact process. I'll help you set it up, but I'm not going to give you guys the answers. Negative 16x plus 13, that's this angle right here, plus, all right, we're adding them together. We have a negative 20x, which is just like number 10 right here, plus a negative 20x plus 23. We have two angles equals, now how much does it equal? 180 degrees. These two smaller angles, when added up, create this straight angle of 180 degrees. Now we just want to solve for x, plug it in, then we find the measure of our two smaller angles. And then finally, same exact process one again. So it's kind of repetitive, but you know, that's the practice. All right, we have the smaller angle. We want to find the two smaller angles, 15x minus 45 plus, here we have a positive 8x this time, plus 8x plus 18 equals, well, how much does it equal? Think to yourself real quick. These two smaller angles add up to what? It doesn't tell us. How do we know what it's equal to? Because of this right here. It's a right angle. How much is a right angle? A right angle is always 90 degrees. All right? So once again, just like the previous problems, combine like terms, whittle it down, solve for the x. You're going to get an x equals a number. Once you get that, plug it into each of these smaller angles, and you have your answers right there. All right? Okay. Hope this helps, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you in class.